In about 6 minutes, I'll be teaching you how I flipped this 100 USD account to a floating 400 USD, trading Jump 50 index on a one trade, one kill. So keep watching. So this is the 100 USD we started with, and previously before that we had withdrawn 300 USD in the account between me and the client from the trade we did prior to this. So on the weekly chart we see there is a reversal forming because of that stop hand. So price did a stop hand below those lows, went up to form a change of character. So it's showing signs that it's going to shoot up and then drop back down to the weekly order block. And after I did the weekly order block, it shot up to that high and formed a wipe, or it did like sort of a liquidity grab, but we expected a break of structure. And why? Because we still think it has to shoot up to the buy side liquidity, but that wipe is giving us some uncertainty. So there's a buy side liquidity and the sell side liquidity below there. Price can either go to the buy side liquidity or reach for the sell side liquidity at a time. So which pool of liquidity will it reach first? And that we have to see that price hit the weekly order block, and if we pull out our fib, it went in between the premium and the discount where there is the mean threshold. So if it is the mean threshold precisely, we think that price is now going to reach for the buy side liquidity first, but the BOS gave us some uncertainty. It wasn't really clear, so we have to zoom into the daily chart where we can see that price hit the daily order block. So this is giving us more confluence that it has to shoot up, and after it tapped the fair value gap, it did not penetrate deeper, but it sort of tapped it, and then now it reacted off, shooting up. Now if we see what it did before it reached there, it grabbed liquidity below there, shot up, and it made a break of structure above that high. So after it made the break of structure, what did price do? Of course, it returned back down and it hit the daily order block. So after it hit the body of the daily order block, or the daily order block, it went up to break structure again. And now this is the current days that we're dealing with, the last 3 days, and you can see it made an immediate rebalance. There's an immediate rebalance there while it hit the daily order block, the body of the daily order block. So it did an immediate rebalance, body of the daily order block, and now it's shooting up to the imbalance. It has to feel the imbalance, and then we'll see what it does from there. So if we highlight, or if we mark out our daily order block, we're going to see something interesting. So let's mark it out. Yes, there is that body there, and there's also the rejection block. So the daily rejection block there, if you look at it within the 4-hour chart, we'll talk about it later, but before it did that, it hit the 4-hour order block there, and then it went up, came back down to hit, it formed the 4-hour order block, it respected it, and now the 4-hour order block, this current 4-hour order block, is in line with the daily rejection. Do you see that? Yeah, so the daily rejection and the 4-hour, same thing, and then above it is the fair value gap. So that zone, it's strong because there's a confluence between there. So if price shoots down below the internal sell side liquidity there, it's gonna do it's gonna form a stop hunt, fill the fair value gap, hit the 4-hour OB, and also, which is the same level as the rejection, is going to shoot up possibly to the buy side liquidity or the internal buy side liquidity above there, but we have to keep on looking at how price behaves after it shoots up. So on the lower time frame, the 1 hour, we can tell there's also the fair value gap inside the 1 hour chart, and below it there's also the 1 hour order block, and the 1 hour order block is sort of in line with the mitigation there, but yeah, let me just simplify it and say there's a 1 hour order block there. So price has to shoot back down to there, and then it shoots up afterwards. This is our kill signal, and we're going to be placing the buy limits at the rejection block or the 4-hour order block precisely at that zone. So yeah, this is me placing the zone, and this is me placing the buy limits or the trades. And yeah, I went in a bit strong because I think 100 years the account can handle a bit of the negatives. So yeah, jump 50 is it's powerful enough if you enter like bigger lot sizes. There are some other instruments that are not powerful even if you enter high lot sizes. But yeah, I went in 0.4 I think, and yeah. So after some time, this is what price did. It did not waste a single I don't know, what should I say? Yeah, it did not waste a single pip below our entry level. It just tapped and then it shot up. This was super precise. And yeah, at this time I thought it was going to keep on shooting up. So I thought it was going to keep on shooting up, but at the same time, I could see it was giving us some signs that it was not willing to keep on shooting up, because it first had that initial move up and then sort of did a wipe. And then afterwards, we don't know why it decided to come back down. But yeah, we're in about 440 USD in profits, about 300 USD floating profits. And yeah, this is the jump 50 index, one trade, one kill. And after some time, price it was giving us some off signals. I don't know what it was doing, so I decided to close after it started to drop back down to our entry level, and I closed it at around, yeah, I decided to close it there. So yeah, thank you for watching.